My name is Kayla Ann. Welcome to my Kickstarter course, which is going to consist of about 20-ish videos that will teach you everything you need to know about how to launch a successful Kickstarter. As an indie author, I know that one of the biggest hurdles we face is basically how on earth do we finance our books without a traditional publishing company behind us, which is why I want to talk about Kickstarter. Because as a community, we thrive better together when we share what is working for each of us. And I really believe that Kickstarter is going to be one of those things that more and more authors use as time goes on. For instance, in the year 2023, so just last year, I used Kickstarter for my debut novel, which is up there, Well of Dreams, and I was able to fund at $11,000, which paid for my entire book, almost all of my illustrations, and my cover specialty art. No, I did not spend $11,000 producing my book. A large chunk of Kickstarter actually goes toward, buying the book, shipping out the book, buying the swag, shipping out the swag, but I'll get into all that later. Kickstarter is such a great option for veterans, for new authors, because it not only helps you to produce a new book, to maybe celebrate an old series, but it also helps you to recuperate the money that you might have spent. Maybe it gives you money for what you plan on spending, and even better, it opens you up to a whole new community of readers that you might never have reached unless you had done a Kickstarter. Like I said, I think that this is just going to get more and more popular as time goes on. In fact, there's probably an author somewhere in your circle that is either doing a Kickstarter, has done a Kickstarter, or is thinking about a Kickstarter. Even trad authors are using Kickstarter. Just last year, Cassandra Clare used a Kickstarter to raise over $1 million. Yeah. Kickstarter is not only a great place for authors who are wanting to promote their books, but it's actually a great place for readers too, to find really neat and unique books that you can't get anywhere else. So if I haven't convinced you yet about Kickstarter, let's take a look at what it actually looks like. Okay, so here's the Kickstarter main page. As you can see, Kickstarter is not just about publishing books, but rather it's about producing products in a wide variety of categories such as fashion, food, games, journalism, film, etc. Now, as authors, we're going to be primarily concerned with this section called publishing. I'm going to go ahead and open that up. You can even narrow it down further if you click publishing again to look at children's books, fiction, young adult, etc. I'm going to go ahead and click young adult since that's typically where I am going to be putting my projects. Now I'll show you my campaign, here we go, that I ran in 2023 so that you can get a general idea of how it works. So you can choose to run a campaign in which you are offering a certain product. For me, I was offering my debut novel, Well of Dreams. And so in my campaign story, which is basically this main page right here, you'll see that I had my book, I had tropes, I had the blurb, I had all of the different special things about my book with these illustrations and the specialty cover artwork, etc., right? So the story is really about, it's describing your product so that people who are interested know to find it and know that they want to back it, which is why those readers who support you are called backers, because they are backing your product. Your backers have the option to look at your tiers, your reward tiers, and decide what it is that they want to support. So for instance, some backers can support little amounts like a $7 ebook, or they could support $200 and pledge $200 for an all-in annotated copy, etc. Really what you want to offer is completely up to you. So to sum up, Kickstarter is a crowdfunding website in which you, the creator, are offering a certain product. And then your potential readers, which are your backers, then have the decision to pledge to your account or to pledge to your project. And basically that's just them saying, yes, I would like to help pay for this project to be created. And in return for my pledge, I get this product or this version of the product. Before you decide to move forward with creating your own Kickstarter campaign, I really encourage you to take a look at that website, look at the different campaigns that are doing well, and ask yourself, is it worth the time and effort that it's going to take you? For my first campaign, I started creating it in February and I didn't launch until July. For my current campaign, I actually started working on it in November and I'm still not going to launch until July so that I can have a longer pre-launch period, which I will tell you all about why in a later video. Kickstarter isn't something that I would recommend doing halfway. If you're gonna do it, you want to dive all in. To run a successful Kickstarter, it takes time and it takes intentional effort. So if you decide that Kickstarter is for you, then here's what you need to do. Like and save this video so you can come back and follow up with the rest of my videos that I will be posting, and go ahead and follow or subscribe to that little bell where it shows you when my new videos pop up so you don't miss my next video, which is titled How to Decide the Focus of Your Campaign. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments.